What's the story, everybody? Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and for joining me for this conversation, hopefully, very quick conversation about the Shanquella Robinson story. Shanquella Robinson is a 25-year-old young lady from Charlotte, North Carolina, who had gone to Mexico with a group of friends and unfortunately came back in a body bag. So this story has garnered so much attention, so much international attention, because it's a big mystery. Here we have a young African American woman who goes on a trip to San Jose del Cabo, Mexico, with a group of, I believe it was five or six other people. And less than 24 hours upon arriving in Mexico, she ends up dead. And there is a huge mystery surrounding how she came to this demise. So let's just take, I don't want to go into the criminal investigation aspect of the case, because it's still an ongoing case. It's still pending. Information is still being gathered, so we really don't know the full story. But what we know so far is that her and her friends arrived in Mexico on or about October the 28th. She spoke with her mom the day that she arrived in Mexico. She was really excited about being there. She told her mom that the villa that they were staying in had a private chef and they're about to have dinner. So she was really excited about that, as anybody would be. And then the next thing that her mom heard was the next day, I believe it was the next day, where a friend of hers that was on the trip with her had contacted her mother and told her mother that Shanquella wasn't feeling well and that she must have had some type of alcohol poisoning. And then I think the mom got another call later on from one of the friends telling her that Shanquella had died, and they told the mother that she had died from alcohol poisoning. Now, I had read so many articles from so many different news sources, and the prevailing account is that the friends told the mother that she had died from alcohol poisoning. I did see a couple of articles where it claimed that the friends had told the mom that Shanquilla died from food poisoning, or that she wasn't feeling well due to food poisoning. So, from what I could gather, when Shanquilla was unresponsive, the friends contacted the concierge of the villa, who then contacted a doctor. The doctor came, and I think the doctor had proclaimed her deceased. So, when they took her body to the coroner, and once the autopsy was done, the coroner's report stated that Shanquilla did not die from alcohol poisoning or any kind of food poisoning, that she had actually died from a broken neck and a severed or shattered spine. So it's kind of like, okay, what the hell happened? How did her neck get broken? How did her spinal cord get shattered or severed or whatever? Like what's going on here? So the friends are not really saying much of anything. Everybody's pretty much numb. Not excuse me. Everybody's pretty much mum. And all of a sudden, within the past couple of days, a video emerges of Shanquilla allegedly, supposedly at this villa, because the news sources that I read, all of them said that it cannot be confirmed definitively that this footage of Shanquilla being attacked was at this villa that they were at when they were on this trip to Mexico. But pretty much everybody is concluding that yes, this attack happened at the villa on this trip to Mexico. So this video has circulated all over the internet, where one of the friends that she traveled with, another young lady, is attacking her. Is like brutally, viciously, violently attacking Shanquilla. And Shanquilla is not able to, cannot fight back for some reason. I did see the video. It's extremely disturbing to see a defenseless person being attacked by someone with so much rage and anger in her. And none of this is making any sense. None of the friends are explaining anything at all, period, let alone why her own friend that she traveled with would be attacking her. It's just bizarre. So, another disturbing aspect about the video is that Shanquella is naked while she's being attacked. Like, why is she naked? What's going on? What's happening? So, this girl is attacking her, pummeling her, punching her, kicking her, and throws her around. Shanquella ends up on the ground, like in a sitting position. The girl is standing above her, and she's just constantly like punching her in the head, like several times, just punching her in her head. And you can hear a male voice in the background saying something to the effect of, "Come on, Shanquella, at least fight back." And Shanquella, or the voice is saying, "Come on, Shanquella, can you at least fight back? Can you at least fight back?" And you can hear Shanquella responding, "No." And this girl continues to attack her. And the reports that I've read said that 15 minutes after, supposedly after she was attacked, she was unresponsive. And then she's pronounced dead. Okay, so those are the bare bones of the facts. I have several questions, and I know that there are no answers, but I have several questions. One of the questions that I have is, how can people watch another human being attacked, and the victim is not even fighting back? And instead of helping the one that's not even fighting back, helping the one that's being beaten, they would rather stand back and watch. And to add insult to injury, they pull out their phones and they want to record it. To make it even worse, they post it on the internet. I don't know who posted it. Okay, let's just stop right there. I don't know if it was anybody within the group that posted, because I had read an article that said the person that took the recording, the person that recorded the attack, because you can't call it a fight because one person is not even fighting back. It's just one person attacking the other. That's not a fight. That's just a blatant attack. So I read one article where it said that the person who was recording this attack had forwarded this video to someone else who was not a part of the group, and that someone else ended up posting it online in an effort to try to get answers, to bring awareness to this incident, to bring awareness to the Shanquella Robinson story. Okay, that's why they claim they posted it on the internet, but still, it's awful. That anybody would want to post this. I mean, if anything, you would pass this on to the authorities. Okay, pass this on to the authorities and say, look, I have this footage of, the victim being attacked by someone else. Don't put it on the internet. But anyways, there it was. And so that's my first question. Her friends, her so-called friends, are just standing around watching her fight. Watching her being attacked. Now, there's this thing, and I don't know, I see it a lot in my own community, so I don't know if it's the same thing in other communities, but I've seen this a lot in my own community. There's this ideology whenever there's like a gathering of Black people, of African Americans together, and let's say two people start arguing and it turns into a fight. There's this ideology among Black folk is, let him fight. Let him dish it out. This was coming. This was bound to happen. Let him take care of it. And no one is supposed to intervene. And like, you're doing something wrong if you try to intervene between the two people who are fighting. And it seems like that is what was going on in the Shanquella Robinson situation, where she was being attacked by this girl for whatever reason. And there's no reason in the world, there's no reason in the world that a person can have there's no reason why a person should be attacking someone, a defenseless person. What possible excuse could you possibly have to attack someone who is not defending themselves, who is not fighting back, and for you to continue to pummel them? So it seems like there's these group of friends were just sitting back watching, not intervening, not stopping it, because they probably have this mentality of this is what they need to do. They need to take care of this. They need to this was bound to happen. This was brewing between these two women. So let's just sit back and watch it happen because they got to take care of this. That's disgusting. That's a disgusting way of thinking. And that needs to stop. The fact that this poor young woman thought that she was traveling with friends. She thought she was traveling with friends. I like to tell my children so that they can be a little bit more aware and more guarded. I like to tell my children there's no such thing as friends. There's no such thing as friends. Okay, you can have associates, people that you know, people that you hang out with, people that you like, but there's no such thing as friends. Because the people that you think are your ride or die, the people that you think are going to be there with you until the end, that will do anything for you, this is what happens. Now, this is an extreme situation, but this girl thought she was traveling with her friends. And she can't even, she's not even able to come home alive. And the people that were supposed to be her friends won't even tell the truth, as far as we know. I mean, we don't know what this investigation is uncovering, but it seems like they can't even tell the truth about exactly what happened. If they had the wherewithal to tell her mother that, Shanquella died of alcohol poisoning, why couldn't they tell the mother exactly why this other person was beating up her daughter? The villa that they were staying in was a $1,600 a night luxury villa. You're on vacation in this, very beautiful villa, very beautiful resort or wherever the hell they were. You're supposed to go there for a good time. Why are y'all fighting? What is going on? Why are y'all fighting? You're supposed to go there for vacation, for a couple of days with your friends, to chill, to relax, take it easy. Why do y'all want to be stressed out on vacation? What what would make you want to beat up another human being while you are on vacation? If you see the slightest thing brewing, if you see somebody doing something that you don't like, separate yourself from them. Go somewhere else. Do something else. I'm on vacation. I'm not here to be stressed out over no damn body. I'm here on vacation. I'm on vacation. I didn't come all the way to this beautiful resort to get into a fight, to get into an argument, to get into a disagreement with nobody. I am on vacation. I'm here to relax and have a good time. The fact that she ended up being deceased within 24 hours of arriving in Mexico, it's like y'all didn't even have time to be upset with one another. Unless y'all arrived there angry with one another. And if so, why are y'all traveling together? So once she ended up passing away, the Mexican officials got involved, and initially they investigated her death as a femicide because in this particular region of Mexico, when a female dies, when a female is killed, they view it as they determine to see if it's they investigate it as a femicide, which is an intentional crime against a female because she is a female, or an intentional homicide against a female because she's a female. But now they're just investigating it as a regular homicide. Initially, the authorities did not believe that any foul play was involved because the friends had said that she had died from alcohol poisoning. But then the autopsy was done, and the report stated that she had a broken neck and a severed spine. And it seems like there's a consensus, like an unofficial consensus, that she had died soon after she got attacked. And I have a question. I want to know if there were any bruises on her body as a result of this attack that was inflicted upon her. And then you also have to ask, was this planned? Did these group of people bring her to Mexico to do this, thinking that we're outside the borders of the United States, and so, we can do whatever the hell we want, or we're not going to get in trouble, or, we don't have to worry. I mean, I don't know, because as soon as y'all land, less than 24 hours later, this girl is dead. So it's kind of like, what happened? What could have happened in 24 hours to cause this woman to lose her life amongst her friends? It's just absolutely heartbreaking. It reminds us, it reminded me of the mystery surrounding her death and not really knowing exactly what happened, and authorities initially kind of dismissing it as anything but a crime. Reminds me of the case of Lauren Smith Fields, the Bumble date case, where she went on a Bumble date with someone and she ended up dead. The next day she was dead in this guy's in the bed that she shared with this man. And there's a mystery around it, and it's like the authorities are just dismissing it as, oh, it was a drug overdose, let's not worry about it anymore. And then, of course, it also reminded me of the death of Kanika Jenkins, the freezer death, where the mysterious freezer death, where the girl was at a hotel with her friends and she wanders off by herself, and then her body's found in a freezer. And it's like mysterious, and it's just like, oh, she just wandered into the freezer and died. Okay, let's not worry about it. And I hope that Shanquella Robinson's case is not going to end up like that. It's not going to be a mystery. And I don't understand, if there's video evidence of her being attacked, why isn't the person who attacked her, why haven't they been arrested? And that's another thing. You have to think about jurisdiction. So the crime took place in Mexico, but these are U.S. citizens. So I don't know exactly who has jurisdiction over this case. And if it's the Mexican authorities that have jurisdiction, then that girl is long gone. She's back in the United States. I mean, what are they going to do? They're going to extradite her back to... Now, as far as who she is, online, her name has been released, her information has been released, such as her phone number, her address. Everybody that traveled with her in that group, all of their information has been leaked on the internet. And I hope that the authorities get to these people before the public gets to them, because, yeah, they'll be better protected, if law enforcement gets to them before anybody else gets to them. All of their information has been leaked. Supposedly, I read that 4 of them, their numbers are now disconnected, and 2 of them, it said that their numbers, I think, went straight to voicemail. How is it that you go on vacation where you're supposed to relax and enjoy your time? What could possibly have happened? What could have occurred to get people to the point where they are beating up somebody and then a death occurs? What could y'all be arguing about that was so damn bad? I can't think of a single thing. I don't care if he stole from me. I don't care if you slept with my man. I don't care if I just can't fathom how a group of friends are traveling to a beautiful resort to have a good time. How does it end up in one of them being brutally attacked on camera, and then that victim ends up dying? What are y'all arguing about? What is the conflict? What is so bad that you just could not either talk it out, or if there was no resolution, walk away, or, you know what, y'all? I'm out of here. I didn't come down here for all of this. And then just go back home. But instead, you want to stay, you want to argue, you want to fight. The way that that girl was attacking Shanquella, and Shanquella was, and then I'm not understanding why Shanquella wasn't able to defend herself. I don't know if it was, if she was inebriated, if she was drugged, if she's just not a fighter, if she felt like she was in the wrong, so she was just gonna go ahead and take these licks. I mean, I don't understand. Like, why wasn't she fighting back? Why wasn't she able to fight back and protect herself? I wonder if it was. I don't know. Just to see, it breaks your heart in a million pieces to see somebody being attacked like that, just brutally attacked, and nobody is doing. I mean, they could have saved her life if these were her friends. They could have saved her life by just telling that girl to stop and trying to intervene and trying to stop this attack. If if justice really will be served, every single last one of those people will be held responsible for Shanquilla's demise in some capacity. In some capacity. Every single one of those people should be held responsible. How dare you sit around and just watch another human being attacked and then pull out your phone and think, oh, this would be great for me to record? Anyways, more questions and answers. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks.